In the algorithm below, the letters A, B, and C represent different digits from 0 to 9. What is the three-digit number A, B, C? Okay, so for this question, we want to look at how we're getting the total 2018. Let's actually start from the left-hand side. How is it possible that when we added 1,000, we ended up with 2,000? We would have had to have regrouped 1 from the second column or from the hundreds column. Okay, so what does that mean then? That means that when we look at the second column, we know that we added a number and 0, and we ended up with 10 because we ended up with 0 in the we had 0 in the hundreds column, and we regrouped 1 to the thousands column. So how is that possible? We also therefore would have had to have regrouped there, because the largest number that we can make A is 9, and 9 plus 0 is definitely not 10. So to get 10, we would have had to have regrouped 1 over here as well. So let's look at what we have so far. We have 1,000. And if we say that A is the largest one that we could have, so 9, and we have regrouped 1 with the 9 so that we ended up with 10, and we regrouped another one and we ended up with 2. So far A could be 9. Now let's look at the next column, the tens column. What do A and B and 0 have to add up to? They add up to 11. How do I know that? Because there is a 1 in the tens column. And remember, we regrouped this 1 up here. So the total would be 11. Now, if we are saying that A is 9, how could that have happened? Well, either B is 2, or there's been another regrouping where we have regrouped something also from the ones column. So let's pause for a minute before we decide on B, and let's look at what might have happened. Is it possible that we'll have to regroup? Okay, let's look at the ones column. Now we're saying that A is 9. Is it possible to add B and C so that we get 8? It isn't. So therefore, what could we get instead of 8? We could get 18. And if we get 18, that means that we have done another regrouping, another 1 there. So let's put it here. So if that's true, if it has to be 18, then let's again look at the tens column. We have 9 plus B plus the 1 that we've regrouped, and we get 11, which would make it such that B must be 1. So let's put that there as well. Now let's finally look back at our ones column. We have 9 and 1, which is 10, and we need something else to make it 18. So that would be 8. So now we can check again, working this time as we normally would from right to left. 9 plus 1 plus 8 is 18. We write down the 8, we regroup the 1. 9 plus 1 plus 1 is 11. We write down the 1 and we regroup the 1. 1 plus 9 plus 0 is 10. So we write down the 0 and we regroup the 1. And finally we have 1 plus 1 is 2. So we found our values of A, B, and C, and then the question was, what is the three-digit number? A is 9, B is 1, and C is 8. So our three-digit number is 918.